A woman climbed a 600-meter-high tower to fulfill her late boyfriend's wish. She scattered his ashes into the air. Just as they were preparing to retreat, an accident happened. Fortunately, her best friend reacted quickly and timely pulled the woman who was falling. Luckily, she successfully climbed back up, but the backpack with food and water fell below the signal tower. To avoid starving, they had to call for help, but there was no mobile phone signal at all at such a high altitude. The woman decided to throw her phone to the ground where there might be signal. She edited a message, clicked send, then put the phone into her shoe. She took off her underwear and stuffed it into the shoe to prevent the phone from breaking. While waiting for rescue, her best friend accidentally found someone under the tower. But even though the two shouted their throats hoarse above, the man didn't hear their cry for help at all. The woman took off her shoe and threw it at the man, but after the man saw it was just a shoe, he threw it away and left directly. The two had been trapped on the top of the tower for more than 10 hours, feeling both hungry and thirsty. The best friend decided to go down to get the backpack back, though it was very dangerous. They had no other choice now, but due to physical weakness, an accident happened as soon as she let go of the ladder. Fortunately, she stabilized her body in time. A strong desire to survive drove her to the side of the backpack, but she couldn't reach it. Even when she swayed her body, she was still a little distance away. In a moment of urgency, she made an amazing move. Luckily, she grabbed the signal tower, but all the ladders below fell off. She quickly unzipped the backpack and took out a water bottle. After regaining some strength, she began to try to climb back to the top of the tower. She took out a telescopic selfie stick, hung the backpack on it, and prepared to hang both the backpack and the selfie stick on the rope. To get closer to the rope, she stood directly on the bent steel pipe. Finally, she hung the backpack on the rope. Luckily, she successfully grabbed the backpack. Soon, she climbed to the position below the top of the tower. With the woman's help, she successfully returned to the top. The woman, who was severely short of water, didn't care to check her best friend's injuries. She immediately opened the backpack and took out the water. As days passed, the food was also eaten up. At this most desperate moment, the woman learned a cruel truth. It turned out that the woman was unwilling to believe that she hadn't successfully saved her best friend, so she had imagined the pulled-up backpack as her best friend. She had been alone all these days. She collapsed in despair, leaning against the top of the tower, waiting for death to come. Just as a vulture took her as food and was about to eat her, the woman opened her eyes, held the vulture's throat with her backhand to replenish the nutrients her body needed. Then she tied up her hair, summoned up the courage to climb onto the only remaining ladder, and climbed down along the rope. After that, she unfastened the safety buckle, jumped down beside her best friend's body, sent a rescue text message to her father, then put the phone into her shoe, worried that the phone would break. She even directly pulled open the wound on her best friend's stomach and stuffed the shoe in, pushed it down from the high tower, then waited in despair for a miracle to happen. She didn't know how much time had passed. Finally, her father arrived. The two hugged each other tightly. Looking at her best friend's body, the woman shed tears of shame. If you were trapped in a high tower, how would you choose to save yourself?